Hello, this is Paul Bo Brookins, and welcome to Let's Play King's Quest VI. I got a brand new microphone, so I figured I'd test it out on some new material. For those of you who have been watching my How to Play Dwarf Fortress series, I will be getting back to that. I just wanted to try out some new stuff. I'm getting my fort ready for some new material for the second year of the fortress. But didn't want to do that quite yet. But King's Quest VI is my favorite game from my childhood. The King's Quest series was it ran from like the late 80s to the early 90s, and it was adventure games based around the royal family of Daventry, the land of Daventry, and the surrounding areas. This is the sixth of the series, obviously. The first couple of the games were pretty low quality graphics. They were kind of in the infancy of PC games, but they were pretty groundbreaking for their time. But the constant improving along the series is culminated in King's Quest VI, which was probably the best game of its time if you're into this kind of thing. It's kind of cheesy. It's kind of a silly storyline that borrows from a lot of different things, but it's fun, and it's a delight. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. If you're not familiar with the King's Quest series, in the first game, you are King Graham. You're actually Sir Graham, a knight, and the game is a quest in order to claim the throne from the dying king, who's asked you to save the land. In the second game, you are King Graham, and you are looking for a wife. So you have to find a wife and save her. In the third game, you start out as a servant boy, and you don't know really what is going on. Later on, you find out that you are the Prince of Daventry, and you need to reunite with your family. Your name's Alexander, you find out, and you eventually make your way back and save your sister and save the land from a dragon. King's Quest IV is the princess. She's Rosella. I didn't really play that one too much, but Rosella, she's got to save the land, obviously. King's Quest V, you're Graham again, and somebody steals your castle and you have to go get it back. That one I might play next. I might do something from the Space Quest series, but I like King's Quest V too. As bad as some people hate it, I'm a big fan. It's a nostalgia thing for me. And then, in this one, I won't spoil anything, but you are playing as Alexander again. The beginning of the game harkens back to King's Quest V, where you meet a young girl named Cassima, who seems to have aged quite a bit between that game and this game, if you look at the graphics. But you will find out in the opening here, which I will play for you now.
Long ago, in the castle of a kingdom called Daventry.
And this video sequence
Alexander, here you are.
Utterly unbelievable back in the day.
Cassima, are you?
I suppose I am.
Son, it's been months. You've got to pull yourself together. After all, you only met her that once.
I know.
Have you discovered anything about the land of the Green Isles?
No. No one's even heard of it. It's like she's just vanished.
I wish I could help. Please try to think about something else, dear.
I'll try, Mother.
I'll stare at your belt, Mother. Oh, look at the perspective change. Oh, rotating camera. This was also amazing in 1993. I think that's when this came out. Even look at how many, like, this is like the worst video that you could imagine right now. If you're imagining this is like the worst GIF that you could find on the internet, with all kinds of compression problems and stuff like that.
I don't know what to do. Alexander,
There she
I
is.
wish you were here.
She's like 10 years old in King's Quest V. I don't know how she turned into
Cosima!
this woman.
Wait! Mother! Mother, come quick!
Alexander, what on earth?
What on
You're
earth?
white as a ghost.
Mother, I saw Cosima. She was in the mirror.
In the mirror? The magic mirror?
Yes! And it showed me how to find her.
How?
The stars! I saw the stars outside her window. I can navigate by the stars.
Oh, Alexander, if you really go...
That's a pretty good memory.
Be all right, Mother. I promise.
So, off we go with a glance of the night sky. He's going to try to find wherever this girl is. That's the ocean, if you can't tell. And those are birds. I just love MIDI music. I don't know what it is about MIDI music. It's just so much cheerier than, you know, the new music with actual orchestras. Just like beep 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 beep. It's a really long sequence of watching those birds. Oh, it's all building up to this ship. Generic ship number 872. With a big D on it for Daventry.
3 long months, Prince Alexander sailed the known seas and beyond.
You're not navigating by the stars very well if you're just looking out in the daytime. I guess he already knows he's in the general area. He's looking for the land. Oh, there are some pixels. That must be land.
Land ho! Land ho!
There must be a lady of ill repute on that land. I'm so sorry. That's a bad joke. I feel like I played a different version when I was younger
nears
than
the
this.
shore, day
Seems like there's
turns to
some
night,
extra
and the
scenes.
sea turns violent.
Watch out for those rocks. Actually, if you like squint while you watch this, it looks a lot better. It's like, you know, you're like not actually seeing the pixels. It's all kind of blended together. Spinning words. So we crash landed on this island. Hopefully it's the right island. It is. Spoiler alert. It is the island we were looking for. But what kind of adventures are we going to get to on this island? Aren't you so excited, loyal viewers? I don't remember that either. I think I've gotten some kind of newer version. It's been patched maybe. But, you know, we'll play with it. We'll see what happens. Produced by those people, directed by Scarvin. Jane Jensen is a really good writer. She's one of the reasons why this is successful, I feel like. That Scarvin guy is pretty good too, if you think about the art style of this game. I don't want to badmouth Roberta Williams, but, you know, she definitely had a lot of talented people surrounding her, and some of the times when she tried to do some things on her own didn't work out so well. Like when, I don't know, the sequel to this game I'm not a big fan of, so.
Alexander awakens to find himself on an unfamiliar beach.
And you gotta do
For a
this.
moment,
Oh,
he
look
has
at
2
that
days to remember how he got here.
updated cursor. That's a fancy cursor.
Then he does remember.
Oh, I'm
The
kidding.
shipwreck. The sea. Just
See
as he
the
had
shipwreck.
seen his men safely into the lifeboats, a gigantic wave picked him up and tossed him overboard into the churning sea. That was the last he'd seen of his crew. Debris from the shipwreck is scattered along the shore, but of the lifeboats and his men, there is thankfully no trace. He can only hope and pray that the lifeboats survived the currents, and that his men made their way safely back to Daventry.
Yeah. Let's hope. So, this is the smallest beach ever. There's like this giant carved path here. Like somebody really wanted to get to this beach. But it's like, 3 feet. I guess if, there's... The population of this island is like 10, so I guess they don't need a bigger beach than this. But this looks like a good stopping point. I'll go ahead and stop it here, and we will continue, we'll actually start our adventures with Alexander, Prince Alexander of Daventry, on the land that we've traveled to that we don't know anything about yet. Until then, my name's Paul Bo Brookins, and like this video and comment if you'd like to, and we will see you next time.